And welcome back to the Men's Report, weekly studs and duds, hosted by yours truly, Menace.
Some niggas don't like competition. I take it on. I love when a nigga better than me. Cause you gonna make me better.
We from the bottom, we at the top. Used to get dropped off, now I'm in the drop. In the drop. Stop, come on. Good morning, y'all. What? Bitch, I'm grinding. Bitch, I'm grinding. Bitch, I'm grinding. Bitch, I'm grinding. Come on. Good morning. Let's go. Wake up. Get that coffee. Yeah. It's coming. Come on. And welcome back to another episode of the Men's Report, weekly fantasy studs and duds. Go get that bag. Go get that bag. Go get it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hold up. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm here, and this is just a warm-up, because tomorrow night it is going down. We're going to have guests in the building, and my partner will be back, so we can film the Men's Report with the Fantasy Football Heads. I haven't said that in a while, so I had to practice. So that's why I'm doing it today. But my new show, the solo show, we're going to keep it moving. Today, we're doing You Are Not a Target. Now, this is just three guys that I'm not targeting during any live draft or online draft. And I'm pretty sure you guys have some targets of your own, some people that you're going to avoid like the plague. Some of these guys I'm going to avoid. All right, we'll start this off because I want to keep this short so I can do a little editing and get it out there to the public. First individual. I should be kind of happy. This individual is a RB1 for his team. He's the lead back. Number two, he plays in a run-heavy offense. Run-heavy offense. Number three, he has the pedigree. He played in the Big Ten. He played big-time college football and was a stud. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about, boom, putting it right there. J.K. Dobbins, Baltimore running back. Now, you're like, School, why is this young man not a target? He's not a target in my eye for me. No disrespect. Now, when I'm saying not a target, I'm talking redraft. Dynasty, that's a whole different ball game. All these non-targets of mine, this is just for redraft, okay? For 1 year, one and done. Redraft is one and done. Now, reason why. We all know he tore his ACL in the preseason game. Not only did he tear his ACL, he tore his LCL. So that's some more months of recovery. As you see, this young man's not healthy yet. Not always. I know he was upset with Adam Schefter, but no OTAs, no mini camps, and it started off the training camp. He's on the active pup already. Now, with that ACL, is usually 9 to 18 months recovery, but with the LCL, I did a little homework. This man's not going to be completely 100% healthy to mid-season. That's probably like January. Another reason why I'm not targeting him in redrafts, the lack of work in the passing game. We all know he plays for Baltimore. Lamar Jackson is quarterback. If you know, you might not know. Lamar Jackson only targets his running back 16% of the time. That's very low. That's down the league. To look at it as low, targeting your running back. Know why? Because if he drops back, instead of hitting that dump off, If he got pressure, Lamar is taking off. He's going. He's not looking to check down. Lamar is out. Okay? So the lack of pass work has me concerned. And the last reason before I move on to my next person is Gus Edwards. Now, Gus Edwards, Roberto, let me get some coffee. It's early. Gus Edwards also tore his ACL. Okay, but that's it. He's recovering. He's on the pup. Now, when this man plays, he's highly efficient. He only finished behind Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb was the #1 efficiency rating for fantasy running backs last year. Gus Edwards was #2. So he's heavily involved. Okay? He's heavily involved. So, J.K. Dobbins, sorry, my boy, you are not a target. Now, you like that. Let's transition to the next individual. We're going to go wide receiver. Let's see if you can guess it before I give you the name. In 2018 and 2019, this young man balled out. Balled out. In 2018, his rookie season, he finished as the fantasy wide receiver 16, which led to him being a first-round selection the following year. Okay? Next thing. In 2018 and 2019, we talk about top 10 finishing with the scoring. He had 10. He had 10 combined with 2018 and 2019. Combined, he had 10 top 10 finishes scoring-wise. If you haven't figured out who I'm talking about Juju on the beat. Juju Smith-Schuster. I'm not targeting this man. Now, folks are excited. He went to sign a deal with Kansas City. It's a 1-year deal. All right. Yeah, he's with Patty Holmes. It's kind of hard for a wide receiver and a quarterback to get that bond right away. Okay? Never played together. They're trying to work it out. Another thing that kind of concerns me with Juju. The past 3 seasons, Juju has finished outside of the top 50 fantasy wide receivers. Okay? Now, I told you in 2018, 2019, he had 10 top 10 fantasy scoring for wide receivers. In the past 3 years, top 10 finishes, he's only had 4. Out of 3 years, he's only had 4. He's disappeared on this. I know he's playing with an older Ben, but Juju might have lost a step. And let's not forget, he signed a 1-year deal. If you don't know, he's making less money than NVS, who they also brought in. Less money. He's making a base salary, so it's almost like a prove-it deal. The NVS is making more dough. He's not guaranteed to come in and be the #1 wide receiver in that offense. You still got Michael Harmon still there. I know he's a field stretcher, but he has that chemistry with Patty Mahomes already. So, Juju, sorry, my boy, you are not a target. Let's transition. Last individual I'm talking about. I'm going tight end. Let's see if you can figure out who I'm talking about. Last season, he finished as the #114 fantasy tight end in scoring. He had 111 targets. He finished 4th amongst tight ends, fantasy tight ends, with 100. That's a lot of targets. Okay? The majority of this man's pass routes are coming from the slot. So as a tight end, when you're lining up the slots, you letting me know you're not into block. That's not your role. You're not a blocker. You're a tight end, but you're going for pass practice. You're routing the routes. Now, if you haven't figured out who I'm talking about, and like I said, this is redraft. I own this man in Dynasty. This is redraft, 1 and done, 1 year. If you haven't figured who I'm talking about Mike Gesicki. Mike from Miami. Now, the reason why I'm not targeting him, Tyreek Hill is in town. Now, Tyreek Hill is guaranteed at least 120 targets plus. Now, if you don't know, last season, majority of his snaps were from the slot. He was the 3rd most wide receiver, had the 3rd most slot receptions or slot routes ran. Was Tyreek was #3. People being in the slots. He's a hell of a slot receiver. They gave that man a lot of money. That means he's going to eat into Mike Gesicki's role, which is majority in the slot. So Mike is not athletic enough to be on the outside. So he's going to lose a lot of targets. Also, you got Jalen Waddle, who last season did damage with over 100 receptions, and a lot of that stuff came from the slot. So out of those 3 pass catches, who do you think is gonna be left out or forgot? Mike Gesicki. Now, Mike, you're on my team dynasty, you're my dude, but sorry, my boy, you are not a target. Now, let's end this correctly. Like I said, I want to do my ending to keep this quick. This is a warm-up for tomorrow night. Back in my joke. Ladies and gentlemen, leave a comment if you disagree or agree what I'm coming with. If not, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Peace. Super Dad.